Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath and we evolve together through pop culture, the astrological happenings going on, numerology, angel numbers, downloads, light codes, and the like. This message is for all of my earth angels, my empaths, my intuitives, my professional intuitives, my metaphysicians, my divine feminines, my divine masculines. Are you with me? Are you in a karmic stage of your life? Then listen up too, because this will also apply to you. From every sign, we're going to go through all signs. I'll populate that in the title once this uploads properly. This lunar eclipse, this blood moon full lunar eclipse will cause you to face your destiny. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Ground control to Major Tom. We are touching down on something that is going to be mighty strong. Hey, Gilly. So glad to see you here. Glad you're down. Let's get into it. So what you need to know is that this is going to be appearing on May 16th, 2022. And we are on the 15th, so this is for tomorrow in the Western Hemisphere for us. And the intensity will occur, bringing destined endings, revelations, and it's going to bring breakthroughs and breakdowns. Now, a lot of you guys may have noticed that happening around you. I certainly have noticed it happening around me. I'll give you an example quickly. So for me, if I have been in any illusion about a thing, like maybe I've been in a fantasy land about a person, place, or thing, and maybe I've been thinking it's going to work out to the left or to the right, or it's going to go up or down, whether it be career, home, life, people. I have realized what is right and wrong and what is the truth for me. And I have just moved on in my own soul. Y'all know what I'm going to say, expeditiously. So it doesn't mean that I had a big kumbaya or a big talking to with some people. And to some people it did. So you may have noticed things that are similarly replicated in your life. Okay. Where in the last few weeks you've been like, yeah, we need to talk about this. I had a nice cleanup with someone in my family where I had a nice conversation that has been 2 to 3 years brewing, and it was nice to finally excavate all of the pus and get it out of my system and let it come to the top, like an abscess will. And it was very interesting how there are parallels in your life and you'll notice things. And so I was able to clean up something that had been brewing for a long good time and get that off of my mind and reset. And I don't, meaning in the best way, the connection, but that's what eclipses do. They bring endings or new beginnings. Also, things that I had just been going back and forth in my head about, or allowing someone to play a mind game with me. Sometimes we'll indulge in that little bit of fodder and fantasy. That came to an end for me. I saw very clearly someone, and I was like, oh, this is all it's going to be. This is all it is, and this is the potential that this has. So that happens. That happened for me several eclipses ago, but it also happened for me in this one too. That there have been people in my life where I'm like, huh, I finally clearly see you, and I'm not playing any games anymore. So it's all about us getting what we need and moving us to the next place. So see how that may have affected you. So let's take a look how this is going to affect your zodiac sign specifically. For Aries, let's begin. Get ready for your lunar eclipse to bring intense awareness to how you share, how you give and receive in your important relationships. Luckily, this can make your union stronger if you're steady on the ground, but it could also bring friction in things if you're not on the same page. Aries in significant relationships may find their partner suddenly brings more income in for the two of you, or you could hear the news of a large settlement, payout, scholarship, or inheritance. This could also be an auspicious period to assess your assets, stocks, and investments, with a huge shift subtly rocking your world. Lastly, this eclipse could draw attention to your intimacy and sexual life. Passion, passion, passion. With more passion arriving or scandal coming out to face, you need to face it full on. So a scandalo here, a little warning here, Aries, and I've got my cards here, so I'm going to pull a card because this wouldn't be a regular channel. We're not just going to talk about what we're taking notes on. Let's do a little bit of a reading here and see too for each of the signs what is coming up for you. I've also got some runes that I'm going to be reading too. I've been super dealing with my runes lately. So let's see what this is going to bring for you, my sweet Aries, and then we'll move on. Y'all know I have clients coming up in an hour and a half. Y'all know it never ends. It goes on and on and on in the best way for me. Clarify the energy of Aries. What do I need to let them know? I want this to come out on its own. Thank you. contracts are coming up here. So you'll be reassessing contracts, which I think I said. Let's see here. You need to make sure that you are not lacking information or wisdom, or that you have clouded judgment. There may be a breakdown in communication and bad advice. So this is going to be really important. We're also in Mercury retrograde right now too. The rune associated with this is Odin, which is about communication. And this is the rune that it looks like. All right, guys, I have my rune, actually the rocks, but I want you to pay attention to that. Let me clarify that for you, Aries. So make sure that you get all the information you need to know whenever you're going into a new contract, whether this is a relationship and you guys are renegotiating terms and conditions, or if it's like for business or real estate or anything of that nature, stocks and bonds. The clarification of that is the Five of Pentacles. Do not find yourself feeling left out in the cold. You need to know everything you need to know, and in order to ensure better stability with the Ace of Pentacles here, you need to communicate clearly. All right, so that is what I have for you, Aries. That's what you need to know as we move. Moving on, we have Taurus. So one of the most important things for my Taurus is to know that this period of your life is going to be surrounding significant partnerships. So if you have a Taurus moon, sun, or rising sign, or anywhere in your chart, listen up and listen with your heart, my Tauruses. Depending on where you stand, you could be making major decisions to move to the next level together, such as moving in, getting engaged, or being wed. This affects business partnerships too, even one like an agent or assistant or attorney or an accountant. Commitments or unions are quite possible now. However, if you're on a rocky ground, this lunar eclipse could bring an intense dramatic separation, pushing you to shatter apart. If this happens, you're being directed to someone else, and this is fate's way of saying so. My single Tauruses, you are favored now to meet someone with long-term potential. Many moons ago, I dealt with an eclipse. I have a Taurus moon, right? So this affects me very greatly. And I dealt with an eclipse, and something shattered apart for me, and I couldn't understand it. It was devastating and all of the things. And it moved me to the best connection I'd had in many years in my life, the most peaceful, kind one. And it was because the person that I was dealing with wasn't right for me. So we vibrated out of each other's energy. So it's painful. I'm not going to say it wasn't. At least it was for me. I don't think it was painful for the other person, but I think it was for me because I was far more invested and attached than that other person was. But what I will tell you was, man, what a blessing on the other side of it. Now, even as I've been going through the last few weeks, I've been noticing that I've been in union with businesses and other things, and I've been creating things, and things have been fantastic for me business-wise, but I've been also paying attention to the truth in people's eyes and their energy, and I've been listening to the words that they say to me, even if they think that they're benign. I've been really paying attention to what people have been saying to me because I understood that it was clean out time. I've been cleaning out my closets, I've been spring cleaning, I've been cleaning out my body and detoxing. There have been a lot of things that I've been doing to release things, and I've been paying attention. Sometimes people are eliminating themselves off the island and they don't know, and it's okay. You don't have to tell them so. Not everything has to be a confrontation, though. In this life, it is completely what I came here for, was to make sure people take accountability, and myself as well. But I have been paying attention to people that do or do not mean me well, or to people that are not supposed to go to the next leg of the journey. Maybe I have been keeping, sometimes we can keep people in our energy field thinking that there's going to be something greater that comes out of it, and really we may have extracted the best thing that came out of it. I learned that a few years ago for sure, and I reassessed that in the last few weeks with other people in my life. I was like, this may be just what it is, exactly this, and then I need to invite new energies in that will fulfill other parts of my life in other ways and in other things. So message, Taurus. Let's get a quick rune for you and see what the message is here for you. Oh, okay. All right, so the message for you is in goons, fertility. I love this for you, Taurus, as Taurus is ruled by the moon and mother and fertility. Keywords, potency. Remember, they said this is about our relationships. Masculinity, life force, father god, climax, procreation. Fertility rights, new beginnings, charging with male energy, building creativity. The seed is ready to be planted, Taurus. Masculine creative energy. Life is bursting forth. Impregnation and gestation leading to birth. A buildup and release of positive energy. Climax of one phase before continuing. Physical or symbolic procreation, starting something new. This is definitely what I have been working on. That's the rune symbol there for you. This is definitely what I have been working on in my life. So this totally relates to my Taurus moon. I have been in a great time of masculine procreation for myself regarding business and other things. Let's clarify with a little Taurus here. A little Taurus. We have choices between two. So some of you guys, if you are getting rid of relationships, you will be choosing between two. You will be deciding what you need to do. And I suggest highly that instead of doing this, which is our natural inclination when we're confused, is to block off energies with the Seven of Wands, they are advising with the Eight of Wands that you communicate clearly, lest someone feel this energy from you, which is not chosen. Okay, that's what the Four of Cups will do. So it's going to be very important, my Taurus, is that if you are in love with someone, if you have feelings for someone, if you are listening to this and you're a Taurus, that you communicate that you have those feelings. If you don't love someone anymore, if you know that you want to move on, make a clean break. The universe will reward you karmically by putting you into the next relationship with ease and also guiding them to their next relationship with ease. Don't linger on. Have conversations about compatibility. It's something that I have done in my lifetime, and I've even done it recently, where I really had to assess, are we really compatible, and all of those things. So guys, it's important to do, but it's okay to do it. And it's okay to say, maybe there's something else better for me, boo, or maybe there's a next. If this is not going to be our compatibility level, or if we're not on the same place, that is okay. But that's something that you will have to face as you go into this new lunar eclipse blood moon place. All right, Gemini, the universe is cranking up fire in your daily routine, Gemini. This lunar eclipse could signal major endings or a turning point in your employment. Some may be pushed out of a job or choose to leave one now. If this is the case, another employer could be right around the corner, so search for the perfect one. Other Geminis could find that they're putting the finishing touches on a milestone or project for their boss. That takes a great deal of final attention. Another way this lunar eclipse would shake up your life is around your physical health, fitness, diet, and exercise. You may now have a revelation to make a major change. Last, a situation around a pet could also pop up, and you could have one leave your life or one new entering. And this pet would be a soulmate connection. So Gemini, this is about our health. I say I am a rising, so this affects me. This is about jobs and milestones. I have been absolutely working tediously on some business stuff and getting all the fine details together to create the next level of my life, and I totally relate to that. Or some guys were leaving jobs. The same thing goes with relationships that I spoke about with the Taurus previously. You will vibrate out of the energy of a thing that's no longer in alignment for you. It may seem scary, all that jazz, but what it's meant to do is to cause you to catapult you into the next place in your life. So understand that. Excuse me, guys. Understand that. Just had some seltzer. The card that shows up here is Gabo. Love this so much. Gabo is the X symbol here in the room, and it's a sincere gift of generosity. Keywords: offering, reciprocity, the lover, sexual ecstasy, hospitality, generosity, a bond in a relationship, offerings, building generosity, sending positive energy, mutual benefit, give generously, receive graciously, take care of yourself and others. That's about that. Shake up in your fitness and diet, hospitality, sexual freedom, sexual harmony, hospitality freely offered, ask for what you need, a gift freely given. If you guys are doing any relationship transitions, ask for what you need, a gift freely given. Don't yuck anybody's yum. So talk about your sexual needs, your proclivities, and which way you want to go, and new ways you might want to know your partner. Okay, now if it comes to your diet, maybe you're like, I've been keto my whole life, but I feel like I'm being guided to vegan. Then maybe vegan might be right for you. Research that, do your due diligence, and don't be afraid to deviate off a path you once taken that had worked for you. Maybe if it's regarding your work or a job, ask yourself, am I happy here? Am I paying attention to the fine details? Because the card that flipped out for you here is confusion with the Two of Swords. So I want you to be really careful to make sure that you understand which direction you're going. Gemini, one of the things that you guys can suffer from is mental exhaustion and high anxiety, okay? So I want you, literally, you guys are mercurial, and it's high thought patterns and processes. So I want you to really think about the way you want something to be. Script it, because right now you have the absolute amazing opportunity to have complete harmony here with the Four of Wands. This is a great relationship, or a new relationship with your body, or a new relationship with a job. The Four of Wands is about working well with something. It's fire sign energy, which works fantastic with your sign, air sign energy, Gemini. So they're saying utilize it, get the confusion out of the way, and this eclipse is going to make sure that the confusion doesn't stay. I highly recommend that you script as well, which would be to write down the things that have been getting in the way. Let's carry on here. All right, Cancer. What do we need to know? The cosmos are cooking up a whirlwind of passion for you, Cancer. All of the zodiac signs, you are likely of all of them to feel that this lunar eclipse brings an extra dose of sugar and spice and everything nice. With your passion sector being activated, you may have a significant turning point around romance, true love, hobbies, fertility, or creativity. You will be ignited to pursue your heart's desires and not settle for less. For single Cancers, this could very well bring a soulmate connection to you, while committed ones may find that the spark is hot once again with their long-term partner. Also, since this lunation rules children, some Cancers could witness a milestone moment for one or more of their progenies, or learn of major news like pregnancy. The card that I put away from my angel deck was Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. The lily's here for you, Cancer. And so I was not going to read that card, and they said, yes, you are supposed to read that card. Cancer, I'll pull a rune for you too. So hobbies, fertility, pregnancy. The card that shows up for you is Uraz. It's bison. I love this so much for you. This is what the rune looks like. And here is the information. It's health. It is strength. It is steadfast. It's fearless. It's headstrong. It's unstoppable. It's magical working. It's physical strength and healing. It's driving force. It's overcoming fear, breaking through obstacles. Powerful driving force. Fearless in most situations. Strong male energy. Ability to break through obstacles. Cancer, you have new contracts coming in regarding love, hobbies, and children. So, if you have been having issues of infertility, a diet change may be just the thing to lead you into exactly the place you want to be. Let's get some clarification on, yes, I wish I may, I wish I might bring in this dream I wish tonight. With the star card showing up here for my Cancerian energy, you are manifesting highly. You're manifesting from your crown chakra with this purple. This is associated with amethyst and downloads. This is you pulling from the kite in the sky, your magical download, your night, your dream, your everything. This is you saying to God, I have a wish. I wish I might have the thing I wish tonight. Fertility is yours. Fertility is yours. Fertility is yours. It is on site. This eclipse ends difficulties from the past and brings in new things that are not just a blast. They are meant to last. This is about your soulmate connections. This is about your romance. They said, be clear, be clear, be clear. Two of Pentacles. No more going back and forth. They said, now it's time to understand your worth. Clarify the last card, and one more for you. Four of Wands. It's a new boo. I promise you. The Four of Wands is my favorite card in the deck because it's about romance. It's about connection. It's about love. In the other deck that I have here, the Four of Wands is 100% one of my favorite cards. It's a hand fasting that two women are doing. But what it means is that it is a betrothing to one another. So this is truly a soulmate connection. I'm going to see if I can find it for you without wasting too much time on the Cancer reading, but they said you need to see the visual. What I want you to understand about this when I do find this is it represents the Ace of Cups. It is imbued with complete, juicy, full love. The Four of Wands can be associated with workplace and new connections and conditions, but what it is associated with me, for me, always is romance. When I see it, especially with the star card, the star is Aquarian energy, it means that you're thinking light years ahead of the place that you're supposed to be, which is really beautiful energy supported by the eclipse, meaning that an eclipse creates magic. And the eclipse means that you can bring in whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you deem necessary, whatever it is that is juicy and delicious for you, because it brings ending. So if you've been living in stagnancy and you've been dreaming of a new boo, then this eclipse is the Four of Wands. Finally, I found it for you. This is it. This hand fasting, you see the red here? This is about being grounded in our root chakra. This is about creating new worlds. This is about financial stability. The sacral, do you see that one woman is wearing orange? That's the sacral chakra. The other is yellow. That's self-esteem, creativity, children, and levity. So everything that they talked about here is what is going to be happening for you, Cancer. I wish you nothing but blessings, actually. So happy for you. Leo, let's carry on. You'll likely be quite emotional from this lunar eclipse, Leo. This lunation will rock your domestic life, home, and family. A significant ending may occur near this time, such as moving, renovating, or deciding to entirely redecorate. Some Leos may reach a milestone around real estate matters. Instead, however, since this activates your sector of family, you could have an intense ending or an emotional experience with your kindred. This will likely make you quite nostalgic or reflective of your heritage and the past. If someone you know needs help, stop to do so. So this is going to be you taking into account Leo family, okay? Let's see what the rune is here. The rune that shows up for Leo is Pertho, the dice cup, karma, chance, mysteries, visions, intuition, reveal the truth, magical working. Here's the rune. Magical working, divining hidden facts. It deals with the occult, understanding fate, developing intuition. All will be revealed. A leap of faith. Trust your intuition. Hidden forces influence the outcome. Roll of the dice. Take your chance. Leo, if you are wanting to move, this is your time. I offer numerology readings regarding house numerology. So if you need to contact me, that'll be something that I have, and I have it for the low price. I think it's like $33. It's a really quick, small reading, a few minutes. I think it's like a 12-minute reading. But yeah, guys, we can take a look at the house you'll move into. High Priestess, I love this. This so goes in line with this rune. The High Priestess is all about her intuition. One of my favorite trippy things about this card is while her eyes are closed, they are open, and her third eye is illuminated. So check that out. Check out the symbology here. This is very much what Leos are going to be doing. You're going to be seeing and perceiving with this lunar eclipse exactly what needs to change. Now, I know as a Leo sun, when I tell you in the next card here that comes out is what are you investing in, I have had all kinds of information and downloads about my domestic life, about the people around me, about my home, about redecorating. I've done a whole overhaul and everything else. Finally acquiring energy, thinking outside of the box, Leo, thinking outside of the box and pulling into yourself what you need. All right, that is what we are going to be focusing on, and it is time for you to dream big, but also remember your ancestry. Remember the people that came before you. Let's move on to Virgo. Open your mind to a whole new world, Virgo. This lunar eclipse will activate your sector of communications, intellect, and ideas. Many Virgos will be debuting a significant writing, speaking, or advertising initiative at this time, while others will be focused on locking down a major contractual endeavor. It is clear that you have some important thoughts and that you need to broadcast, and the world will be listening. This lunation could instead propel you to step out of town and travel, visiting nearby destinations, or deciding it's time to link up with a sibling. Use this energy of this time to step out of your comfort zone. Guys, you guys know my chart very well. I have a lot of Virgo on my chart, so this also affects. I've been working on all of this stuff behind the scenes, and I've also been traveling. The card that comes out for you, Virgo, is Pertho. Again, dice cup, karma, mysteries, chance, visions, intuitions, revealing truth, hidden facts, occult initiations, understanding fate, and developing intuitions. The same as the Leo here. A leap of faith and trusting your intuition. Let's clarify. What does Virgo need to know on this lunar eclipse? That it's okay to take a break, Virgo. This is so not you. Four of Swords, resting, putting your heart together. Maybe someone was collecting a jar of hearts and you're putting your heart and sewing it back together. I love the imagery here. It's okay to rest, Virgo. Virgo, we are associated with service. And so what that means is that you are your best when you are of service, when you're giving service, and when you are giving, service. Hold on one second. Someone said that's why they don't take advice. Chalk, my vacay was awesome. SDF, what do you mean you don't? That's why you don't take advice. So curious about that. Hey, Gilly and everybody there. Virgo, let me get back to you. You have to hear yourself clearly, Virgo, and listen and intuit, but also take some time to rest. As you are associated with service, I'm going over what the lunar blood moon eclipse is going to be bringing for us, Mr. Chalk. As you are associated with service, Virgo, it is your inclination to overwork yourself. You guys are the workaholics of the zodiac for sure, so be careful with that. And the clarification was the Four of Wands, because it causes you great anxiety when you work too much and then you don't have clarity. The Eight of Swords clarifies that here. You don't have clarity and you get caught up. So they're saying take a leap of faith, something that Virgos don't necessarily love to do, though you are a mutable sign. They're saying take a leap of faith, trust your self-esteem, understand that circle of, you see the flower of life there, if it focuses, the flower of life is beneath her, and there is amethyst here. So listen to your intuition with that amethyst in her hand. That's crown chakra energy. The yellow is self-esteem, and take this leap of faith. The last thing here is the Six of Wands. They're saying it's time for a full new beginning with you. You will have success when you rest, Virgo. That's the message for you. Libra, an important moment around your financial life has arrived. This lunar eclipse will rock your income, wealth, and resources. Many Libras will find that they're actually about to bring in more money due to a raise, side hustle, or a new job offer. If a job or income stream ends at this time, use this energy to get on the hunt for something even better. Luckily, with the stars on your side, you should soon be moving to the direction of wealth. I love that for you, Libra. All right, let's get our rune out for you. There it is. Gosh, I'm getting the same thing for everybody. But this is the one that I felt like it was coming. I knew it was going to be here. Feiyu. All right. So, Libra, you got 2, which is paying attention to the mysteries of life. The same thing that the last 2 got, which is Dice Cups Karma, intuitions, divination, and development of intuition. This is it. But I knew instinctively this was going to come out for you, which is Feiyu, which is property and wealth. I love this for you. This is about currency, liquid assets, fertility, prosperity, abundance. This is about drawing money. You need to be making mantras and saying mantras, Libra. Money loves me. Money finds me. When money walks into a room, it comes and sits beside me. It wants to be my friend. Financial insight, wisdom, projecting energy, abundance workings, examining the purpose and nature of wealth. That's interesting. What do we do with the money we have? Do we spend it on ourselves? Do we bless others? How do we manage that? Effort pays off. Good financial management and material wealth. Let's clarify that. Libra, what does Libra need to know? Ace of Wands. Man, Libra, you guys are like in the money. I'm hearing a Franca yeah. It's a money makes the world go around. It's from Cabaret. Money, money, money. If you haven't would have been if you guys know the cadence that I'm saying, you can just I am picturing Eliza Minnelli and the guy that was with her doing this like slinky little cabaret burlesque kind of money makes the world go around. Yeah, use your intuition, Libra, to gather money, to create money, and to move to the next level. That's what's going to be happening. The stars are on your side, and you'll be moving in the direction of wealth. Where the money resides, Libra. I love it for you. Libra is ruled by Venus. So Venusian people love to adorn themselves. And so you are going to adorn yourselves with nice things, but it's also about investments. Okay, ring, ring, ring. That's what I'm hearing. Moving on to Scorpio, prepare for all eyes on you. Hey, Scorpio, as the lunar eclipse falls into your zodiac sign, you'll be given a taste of a new journey you're being sent on. Significant endings, breakups, breakthroughs, or breakdowns could all happen as you watch the previous chapter of your life fade away right before your eyes. Now it's time to release the past and what isn't serving you, especially in regards to relationships, and step on the path and pursue truly what makes you happy. Destiny will be speaking directly to you at this time, so know what you want. Listen to the universe and create your future. Now listen, I have done such a work with Scorpios, and where Scorpio is in my chart is in the 8th house. It is all about endings. I have 0 attachments in weird ways to things that I used to be so attached to. And that one of those things is friendships. If someone's in my life, I'm very grateful, but I no longer feel like clingy or crazy about whoever is around me. I'm grateful for them, and I am extracting the lessons from them, and I'm taking in the positive energy. So for some of you guys, check where Scorpio falls in your chart, if it falls in your chart, because you will understand exactly what you may be giving up. Fortunately, I do believe I have dealt with a lot of my themes regarding death, release, and letting go things that didn't serve me. So gratefully, I think I'm moving on to really lovely things. High vibration and low vibrational Scorpios will experience this eclipse differently, okay? For someone that's low vibrational, it will be excruciating. For someone high vibing, you'll have seen it coming. I'm here, Phil Collins right now. I can see it coming in the air tonight. Like, you'll know, my Scorpios, you guys are so intuitive. God, I can't stop getting this card. This must just be the thing. So it's the same thing. Dice cup, karma, intuition, truth reveal, occult initiations, understanding fate, developing intuition, all will be revealed. A leap of faith, hidden forces influence the outcome. Roll of dice, take your chance. Guys, I think there's a reason that I keep getting this card, but this is so apropos for Scorpionic energy. Hidden forces rule the outcome. Scorpio rules other people's money, taxes, hidden things, obsessions, possessions, our sexual energy, currency, sensuality. So what I will tell you is that very powerfully, Scorpio, hidden things will affect it. And in my life, I certainly noticed that hidden things affected the outcome for some of my situations. And it felt horrible and chaotic. It felt like this, the 5 of Wands. So be prepared for a little bit of conflict and competition, because Scorpio also rules that in a lower vibration. Clarify what else Scorpio needs to know to release what doesn't serve them. Yo, just walk away. Walk away. 8 of Cups. Walk away. Instead of being in the competition, walk away to a brighter day, because they're promising you a brighter day. 4 of Wands, all right? Four of Wands. Love to see it. So that's what you need to know, Scorpio. Sagittarius, the cosmos are telling you to lie low and trust your stillness, Sagittarius. This lunar eclipse could feel quite difficult for you as you're forced to face your past, your baggage, your anxieties, and your fears. It will draw attention to how you've been leading your mental and physical health. So if something seems amiss, hurry to a doctor or a specialist to address it. Some Sagittarians will also find that secrets or scandals emerge at this time that are karmic in nature and that they're forced to face the music. The best thing to do is now to take a step back and meditate, listen to your intuition. Guys, I did my research and I compile, several notes from several of some of my most reputable and favorite sites. I write my own information. But listen, it's so funny because I went in and did this. I know a Sagittarius, and as I'm reading this, I'm like, Taliban, wild Taliban energy. Of course, this would happen to you. I have not, y'all. If you're a Sag here and you're a good one, God bless you. But the Sag I knew was a hot mess, and I'm like, oh, now the scandals emerge. A scandalo now. Clarify for me what Sagittarius said are good humans need to know. Gabo, sincere gift. Offering reciprocity, lovers, sexual ecstasy, hospitality, generosity, abundant in a relationship, sending positive energy, mutual benefit. So if you are operating out of a low vibrational Sagittarius energy, you will get none of that. So you'll be the opposite. It'll be lack of reciprocity. The sexual energy will stop flowing. There won't be sexual harmony. There will not be hospitality. That Sagittarius was terrible at hospitality. So yeah, you're gonna be, but for my good ones, oh, I'm happy to see this for you. Yeah, for the bad ones, when I say bad ones, I'm saying low vibrational. You're gonna get this tower moments, unfortunately, because the tower moments are designed to help you grow. They're here to help you wake up and realize that you were wild as a Taliban and you need to do better. For my ones that were doing what they needed to do, you get wish fulfillment. I love it for you. You get soulmate connections. You get happiness, wish fulfillment. Lower vibrational, this would be alcoholism. And I love this so much. The Two of Cups. So you get a real soulmate that comes through. Maybe someone's dealing in an interracial relationship too. So yeah, you get exactly what you want. You're happy. You get your love. You get your person. You get your family. Now, what's so funny, what I'm channeling here is a Sagittarian that may have not handled things right. While the Ten of Cups is usually happy and bright, someone is clinging onto a Sagittarius is what I'm seeing that doesn't necessarily want to be there, and now they have this life. It's a very strange thing. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so I will get out of their business and move on. So what I will tell you, Sagittarius, is that if you had not done right and you had done wrong, you're going to be paying for it. But even in the paying for it, it's going to help you evolve. It's not bad. It's going to help you move to the next place. All right. So past Sagittarius to Capricorn, a significant turning point around your friendships and social circles could be right around the corner. Capricorn, as the lunar eclipse energizes this area in your life, you could attend a major event, network up a storm, or find the friends to step and aid you to reach your heartfelt personal goal. Another way this could affect you is by having a friend or acquaintance that set your life. But just as this happens, someone's new, a platonic soulmate connection enters in. You'll soon realize that this person holds the key to bringing you a whole new vision of happiness. I'm hearing, I had a vision of love. I can't sing all, and it was all that was given to me. You treated me kind. All right, let's see. So it is Hagalaz, hailstorm, disruption, but I got this upside down. So hailstorm, disruption, stress, recovering from crisis, hidden blessing, transformation, accepting nature's power. So this would be the friend leaving your life. So that's the rune that I pulled for you guys. This is the friend leaving your life, a blessing in disguise. Friend leaving your life could be a blessing in disguise. Unexpected change, ruined plans, sudden crisis, seeks the cloud silver lining. Don't count your chicks before they hatch. All right, my sweet Aquarius, or this is Capricorn. Capricorns, excuse me. Let's see what this means. Ten of Swords. Yeah, someone could betray you. I'm so sorry. Someone that was a friend in your life could betray you, or you could feel betrayed by them. And then that's why the new soulmate, Six of Cups, enters in. So someone that maybe you had given your time to for years and years and years is not who you thought they were, and they disappear out of your life and you move on to the next person. And the next person will do equal give and take with you. Six of Pentacles. There will be instead of lack of reciprocity, the change that it brings to you is now full reciprocity, and someone who, Leo energy, energy, King of Wands, who's really focused on you. I have double Leo energy here. So Capricorn, you have someone who's going to be sultry, balancing their masculine and feminine energy, and they're focused on you. King of Wands and the Strength card, both associated with Leo, okay? So, or fire sign. So, interracial too. All right, guys. Maybe that doesn't have to be you, but it means that you'll be dealing with someone who has different thought forms and ideas than you if it's not interracial. So don't be stuck on that. Aquarius says, let's move on. Step into the spotlight, Aquarius. The approaching lunar eclipse will bring a fire to your career, ambitious and public recognition, a significant award, promotion, a new job, offer, or publicity could appear and lift your name into the sky. Sky rockets in flights. Yes. Hard work delights. However, if a job ends near this time, you'll be redirected to a new position elsewhere or a fresh career path altogether. If you felt stifled in your career for a while, it may be time to consider a whole new path instead, Aquarius. Clarify the energy for Aquarius with the rune. And what I have here is a radio, or it's right through Thor's chariot. Let's take a look. Keywords: journey, quest, crossroads, inner exploration, reunion. The magical workings is seeking direction, a blessed journey, creating movement, reconnect, reunite, a journey or a vacation, spiritual quest, move towards your destination or crossroads. So Aquarius, you have an opportunity to grow. Let's clarify that. Trust your intuition. Don't you know, Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, and Scorpionic energy here, as well as Cancerian energy. What else does Aquarius need to know? Oh, they need to know this: to use strategy. Instead of letting the idea of a new job stress you out, be the person in the background who's releasing and happy and living in the happiness of life. Listen to your spirit guides that are talking to you as this crow whispers to your ear. A new strategy and a new opportunity may be near, but at first it may not feel like fun. It may feel like fear, but the promise is here. This is work happiness for you. This is the yoni and the phallic symbol, divine masculine and feminine energy balanced as you are powerfully moving into your next career stratosphere. I love this so much for you, Aquarius. Ace of Wands here. This is also sexual attraction too. So hey, some of y'all got a new boo. Okay, I know you see me on the video. True. I know you heard me on the radio. True, but you still don't pay me no attention. Look what fell out as I was shuffling. Listen to what your girlfriends mentioned. Listen up, Aquarius. You may have a new boo here. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the deck because what it deals with is mutual attraction that both of you guys feel. So, new boo may be the new deal or a new job. Either way, we'll keep it not just about romantic feels. Last but not least, my sweet Pisces friends. It's time to soar into vast new directions, Pisces. As this lunar eclipse dances sweetly with your zodiac sign, you'll find now that you have the impetus to and the courage to shake up and step out of your comfort zones. Many Pisceans can reach a newfound milestone around a long distance project, travel, or situation, perhaps even considering immigration. Others could be pushed to go back to school, or if already in school, have a major moment with their studies or a professor. Oh, is it a professor, Boski? I don't know. Last, if you're typed in the media, publishing, or international business, a big change is sure to happen. My sweet Pisces, what is coming up for you? Rune style. So what I have here for you is So We Low wholeness. So We Low wholeness. Here it is. And let's talk about it. Empowerment, energy, well-being, life force, victory, guiding light, achieving success, increased spiritual will, celebration of life, health, and abundance. Open yourself to power. Sunshine on your path. All is well. Enjoy life. Dance with the light. Bask in the warmth of the sun. The gods are smiling on you, Pisces. The season of growth is upon you. Energy is at a maximum strength, which just jibes so well with what this says. It is time to soar in vast new directions. This lunar eclipse dances sweetly with your zodiac sign. You'll find you now have the impetus to courage and the courage to shake up everything and step out of your comfort zone. Gone, literally came out upside down, are the days of anxiety. You're over that. You can see clearly. You see how she's looking at herself clearly here, but right side up, it's different. So gone are the days of anxiety. Clarify this. Gone are the days of depression. Ooh, Pisces, we're coming out of our fifis. Now, what are we stepping into? Investments. Yes. Seven of Pentacles, investments, new energy, and finally, new opportunities where you're feeling balanced. When they say the sun shines on you, this is the yellow for the solar plexus. You are definitely moving into a new place. I love that you're jiving into water, Pisces, because what would you be without your emotional depths? But you are now free to roam the galaxy. Let's talk about this in conclusion. What else should you know about this? Because it is a blood moon and it's a lunar eclipse and it's in Scorpio. So the major events that happen near this eclipse always take place on the full moon, and they are three times more intense, more emotional, and more powerful. This is the first eclipse in Scorpio that will echo during the Taurus Scorpio eclipse period that takes place between 2021 and 2023. There'll be two other Scorpio eclipses that follow within the coming year. Lunar eclipses often bring their momentous news on the day of the event, within the week of it, and more rarely a month or prior after. This is called eclipse season. So pay attention to the news that occurs now, as it will shift your life significantly over the next 6 months. In ancient times, humanity feared greatly these in ancient times, they feared greatly these eclipses, as they felt great darkness or tragedy or foreboding was set to happen. But it's not the truth. In present day, we see them as periods when we are going through mighty breakthroughs, breakdowns, endings, or achievements. They tend to bring crisis to us to face, or they trigger some internal fears and emotions that propel us to take action. This eclipse in Scorpio will bring great attention to how we share our resources, as Scorpio rules other people's money in our lives within the world. Striking a balance between what we give and what we receive will be extremely important, and any imbalances within these themes will be tremendously important to face. Guys, this is what I was talking to you if you were here at the top, when I was saying I've been assessing relationships, and I'm like, I find myself often in a giving place. I find myself often in a place of forthright, abject love and wholeness. I pour out my energy completely to anybody that's in my life. And when I see that people have been tight-lipped or closed with me, they've held back, they've not been honest, they've not spoken a truth with me, even if they think that I don't see it, hazard in my job, I always do. I have realized, like, oh, I'm not going to get them to necessarily break through. The breakthrough is in the removal of my energy completely in a way that they may have been used to. And it's not a punishment, but it is a loving of me, because I decided, in order for me to have reciprocity, I can't hold space with someone who's giving to me partially, even if they know better or if they should be giving better. Does that make sense? And that has been the theme in my life in the last few years. So I have followed that through. So pay attention to how that works for you. Because when we're dealing with the Scorpio energy, when it deals with other people's resources, I realize I'm a fantastic resource and I can be that for somebody, but I'm not going to be that for someone who's half-assing me to any degree, no matter how much they think they like, love, or appreciate me. Sometimes people will hold back, and that's their prerogative, but that doesn't mean you don't get to be free. Message, okay? All right. So, investments, assets, large money matters will be rocked by this eclipse. Also, Scorpio is the zodiac sign that rules intimacy, sexuality, the shadow self, and the occult. These topics will be thrust onto the global stage when it comes to important astrological aspects, so pay attention. The lunar eclipse will dance beautifully with Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. This reveals what we feel energized to strike out and take the lead in our lives. If we do so, luck, joy, and success are sure to follow. Many people find that opportunities to pursue some of their dearest hopes and dreams are presented to them at this time, and by digging deeply into our psyches, we can find the ambition and the courage to step into this new phase of our lives. However, the lunar eclipse will be a very challenging link to Saturn, showing that the pressure will be placed upon us and we will have to face blockages and obstacles to get what we most desire. Saturn is the planet of long lessons. 20 and a half years to come back to the place in our chart is associated with Capricorn and Father. So take a look at where Saturn is in your chart. For me, it's in Virgo, hard work and daily practices. This aspect will turn out great for me personally, because I have been paying attention to that, and I've been doing work daily, and I've been establishing daily practices that work for me, but they are still challenging me to be better in other areas, health-wise and various things. So everyone gets a challenge with Saturn in this area. Luckily, with Mars and Pluto in the lead, because they rule Scorpio, we're likely to have the tenacity, the conviction that we need to move mountains. So if you need to start a new exercise regimen, if you want to start a new job, if you're going to start a new friendship, sometimes it can just be exhausting and daunting thinking about any of those things. But with Mars, which Mars is the god of war and action, and Pluto is surprising changes, you will have the power and the conviction to keep up with it and not just the Joneses. You'll move towards what is right for you, and you'll have the tenacity, the power, and the conviction to do so. Trust that you will have the strength and the cosmic energy on your side to get to where you need to go. Reflect back upon what was happening in your life near May 16th, 2003, as this eclipse will echo those similar themes. And you need to go outside and take a look at this moon. I am so happy to have shared this energy with you and to get done before my clients. I was like, I got to get this done. But I am not just always on the run. I'm here for you. So I want to take a look at what you have said and we'll talk a little bit and I want to clear the chat. But I am so grateful for you guys that you guys keep coming back. For those of you that are day ones, day twos, day threes, and you're solid as you can be, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing upon you from me to you. Absolutely. So grateful for you, every single one of you that shows up. But beyond that, I hope you got something that fills your cup and you heard something that's going to be relevant to help you not give up as you face an eclipse season that could be a little tough, but it's going to bring in some of the best things in your life because with all of these things happening, the future is bright. All right, let's see what we have here. All right. Chalk, chalk. Girl, you must be a sorceress. The deadline you gave me for my situation seems to be approaching fast. Ever just feel disconnected from someone just like that, even though they've done nothing? Wow, chalk, chalk. I so have felt disconnected from someone even when they've done nothing. I totally get that. And I think you have to look at why you feel the disconnect. Like I was saying, if you've given someone a lot of chances to kind of get on the train with you, and then the train leaves, the train just leaves. And sometimes God will turn off our feelings because we can't just stand there being dummies. You know, it's not that you're being a dummy, but that's a word that I say to myself, so forgive me here. But I felt that in past years, and I felt that recently too. Like, you are, no, you could have said more, you could have done more, but you've pulled back and you've held your tongue. I've noticed that with a few people in my life that purposely like didn't share their fullness and their truth because they didn't want to be vulnerable. They let me do all the heavy lifting, and then God will just turn off my feelings for them, where I just see them differently, and I'm like, oh, okay. But it's not like a big end of the world. I don't hate them at all, but I just realized like, you'll always let me take the fall. Meaning if I am falling into a new connection, or I'm falling into a new work opportunity, or I'm falling into a new business opportunity or real estate opportunity, sometimes people will just like stand back and let you play your cards. And if you're out loud loving empaths the way that we are, that can be really hard because sometimes you want someone to play their cards too, right? You want someone to feel absolutely crazy about you, or you want that job to feel crazy about you, or you want that real estate investment to be like, we choose you too, right? Whatever it may be. So God will turn off your feelings or your interest in something and tell you just let it be, because they're not going to come along and you've given them plenty of time. That's actually one of the great lessons I learned in the last eclipse, was to never let anybody waste my time forever and ever in perpetuity. It'll never happen again the way that it did. So if I can tell someone's kind of playing wonky mind games with me, even if they don't think that they are, and even if their intention isn't to be that way, I divest. I'll stay for a little while, but I'll be like, that's fascinating. This feels awfully similar. And we don't go through past experiences to not have a reference point. So if you feel your feelings turning off for somebody, there's a reason, because God is walking you away from that connection. And while I'm not a sorcerer, I am an empath and a metaphysician, and I'm practiced and proven, chalk chalk. So if I say something, I don't say it for fun. I say it because I channeled it. I say it because I mean it. I say it because your angels mean it more than I ever could. Does that make sense? So use it for your good, because that's the way that I intend it for you. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.